Let's get started. Prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Anna? Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. Hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? As Mr. Wright suspects, the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? You have to play the cards we're dealt. Is that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. The victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. Well, that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Ah, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I'll present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Well, that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. I guess to her it is. Very well, let the trial resume. The day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect for the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh boy. You're getting wild from the get-go. Look at his stupid face. His head's in the clouds. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir, I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that will be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You got to believe me, sir. Actually, oh, I didn't get to finish that. Sir, what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. Person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgemont, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir? Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. This guy... Oh boy, he's unique. Though it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After I passed out, until another officer smacked me. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Huh. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin his cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Okay, so... Oops. Let me save. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Sir? I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Thanks. That is a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime. Which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The local police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. Oh my god, that's this terrifying thing. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. That's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Okay. Just press all the statements. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is, I found it. This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Oh. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir, a knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. Not exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. If you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I don't look the type, but I'm really into Kung Fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. Must have been desperate. Next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then... The next thing I knew... Yes? Punched me right in my face, sir. Damn, he decked you. In one hit, too. What time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh. Right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. Hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Oh, we can all rest easy now. Yes, the Blue Badger is safe. That's all that mattered. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir, that's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told that I had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. Just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. My communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh. Please stop using that word murderer, sir. It scares me. Didn't he just... Whatever. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Damn. Yo, they really showed him getting his ass beat in 4K. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. I'm not surprised this isn't going smoothly. Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of, activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness' testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Okay. Let's press everything. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? The face of the man who attacked you with the knife. Sir, you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face. I believe I would be classified as the latter. Latter? You're standing right in front of him, were you not? To the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. So sure it was him. I put my badge on it. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, you must label people as having seen or not seen it. His face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? Try to label your service as disturbing or... Meekins. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. These lockers. Is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to a registered fingerprint, sir. None of the repetitive methods he's tried. Then open the locker's lock. It only responds to its registered fingerprints. Then it must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this too. Know that information. I've heard rumors, sir. People in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. Okay, I don't think we need to know that, but you know. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. Google. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. And last statement. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? Pretty sure there is. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. You want me to point it out? Of course you would. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video? It's the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Literally? Like the right thing? Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? Let's see, let's look at these lockers. Oh, wait, how do I pause? My brain is so big. I saw that like one of the first things I've noticed in the video is that light was on. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? No, I'm talking about the floor you're standing on. What else? Or who else, I should say. As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the locker is released. Or the lock is released, not the locker. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Okay, this music's kind of growing on me, I'm not gonna lie. The victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! Order, order. What's the meaning of this? This very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Maybe the glove that fell? Yes? Why wasn't the locker locked? Your Honor? Wait, did you say me, Your Honor, twice? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this. Okay, so fast forward. Oh shoot. Right here. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Where's the music? I want to keep hearing the music until it gets stuck in my head forever. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. They often fall out and roll great up. Alright, all I read was great distances and then I didn't know what it said after that. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Excuse me. Inserted? This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of the 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. The object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. At the crime scene. It just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I finally got this figured out. Very well, will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Oh, thin insulator, so... Found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. The picture doesn't make it look thin, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like one of those like not laundry, but those like really big rubber gloves. That's Nate. What's up? Hello. How's it going? Just been coming back to Ace Attorney. This is the day 3 trial. Picking up from last time. It's been quite some time. Be work lurking? No prob. Appreciate it. enjoy this this stream as you work. Sure, that's fun. Haha. Raijafu? I don't know if I read that right. Thank you for follow. Let's see. Can't be sure that it wasn't the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. Video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. Excited that I'm gonna upgrade to fiber and 1 GB internet tomorrow. Hey, nice. Maybe my streams will be smoother by then. We all look forward to that. That's pretty good, man. Good for you. Cause I'm getting hella frame drops. Oh. Yeah. All my homies hate frame drops. Of any kind. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir. You're so, sir. This guy likes saying sir. Yeah, if I took a shot every time he says sir, I would probably die. And my livers would implode. Are you hardwired or used? Wait, what? I'm sorry, the first question confused me. Find a way to get a hard connection safely? I'm not sure what you mean by this. I'm assuming that or something, not or using. So for my streams, I have, first off, like, I have, you know, obviously all the equipment, like, plugged into my laptop, so, like, the mic and such. My Ethernet cable? Oh, Ethernet cable. Sometimes I use Wi-Fi, but if I'm, like right now I'm using Wi-Fi, but if I was playing, like, online games, or, like, if I was playing, like, for example, like, a fighting game online, then I would use an Ethernet cable, because, like, so many fighting games are... You need good connection, otherwise you're not going to be able to have the fullest potential of enjoying the game, because nobody likes playing a fighting game in lag. But yeah, most of the time, I play on Wi-Fi. I am confident in my internet strength here. But, yeah, only time I'll usually have an Ethernet cable, it might be, like, anytime I'm going online for whatever game I'm playing. Since I'm playing this, it's like, I don't really need to worry about Ethernet cables, unless the actual internet itself just died out, which, like, almost never happens. So yeah, right now I don't have my Ethernet cable plugged in. Do not be misled. This merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Nani? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Okay, so let's see. It's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the defendant's room, one must use their ID card. An ID card is used as a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. ID card record, I see. Or I see, that's not a comma, that's a period. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. They also got the new Borderlands. I want to stream it, but I need better internet connection. I see. I've never played Borderlands, but I heard I heard positive reviews about it. But I think for like, if you're worried about internet connection, then yeah, probably should have like an Ethernet cable. If not, then well, I guess the only way would either be like, either you stream somewhere that has strong internet, or you connect your like router or something and the Ethernet cable. The only thing I would say, unless there's some other way that I don't know about. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? You see what I mean by like people repeating what others say in these games? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Police staff? Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleaned up or cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Let's move on to cross-examination. Yep. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman. Yep. Hold it! So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. My hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. In the scene, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. Oh. I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. What's the part about it? Come on, let's show them what we got. Okay, let me... Okay, we did this one, right? Be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Maybe behind all this being the prosecutor, I could hide the evidence. That blue man in blue a murderer? Got the wrong color, kid. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Mr. Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Let's save. The classic save state strat. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I had the victim's ID right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. Very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? So they have completed. It shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. I guess you believe there's something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure. There is a high probability. The day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order. So now, what does this all mean? Calling me one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. You're stupid. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes? What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, and the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Oh well, since you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used a murder weapon. Ah! 5 life points. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Activity in this evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I have to do something or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object!
Objection!
Objection! One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Are they just gonna wait till the video? Okay. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call certain Texas Ranger, or time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor? The defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, who do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testified, what's his or her name? Texas Ranger Man.
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. Court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. What? I've never heard that word in my life. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? I called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Oh no. You're the one who knows everything. Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Right is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. You'd be so cold. Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. She's like, bruh. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. That's... Sorry, Detective. Better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, you bought what I asked? Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Yeah, you heard what she said? For a million years, but I thought it was you who asked me. Can I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. SL9 incident? But Tana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. Can't believe you. The chief prosecutor were a witness in that case. Sky was a witness? Oh. Joe Dark. Take it from me when you don't want... wait, what? Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... Oh, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... Oh. No, Lana, that's over with. No! Oh. Emma, wait! She ran away. You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Just bail. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. You mentioned Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Gotta take a good look at this file. Okay, alright, I'm gonna have to... Let me save one more time. So, today I happen to be a little busy with work, so unfortunately, I'm going to end this much earlier than usual. I'm gonna check if anyone's live, see if I can raid. But was I notified if anyone was live? I don't say anyone is. Okay, so no raid, but yeah, next week if I have time, I will try to finish the trial ladder, and we'll come back. Well, yeah, we'll come back to this on trial ladder. So yeah, again, apologies for the really short stream. Next time I will come back to Kirby. We'll try to finish all. I think we're on the third world now. So yeah, hope you guys look forward to that. I'll see you guys next time. Again, apologies for the abrupt ending. Actually, wait. Oh, I'm freaking logged out of my Twitch. That's why it doesn't show me if anyone's live. I'm dumb. No apologies. Had an awesome time watching. Thank you for your stream. Appreciate it as always. Hope you look forward to the next time. I'll see you guys then. Alright. Bye bye. See you. Thank you.